Hello there, today I'm going to talk about E-series hoses, and specifically if you're replacing a hose on an E3. None of this applies to the E1, so if you have an E1, a Sebo E1, none of this applies to you. Only if you have an E3 and you know you've got an E3 if your machine has one of these electric heads on it. It could be in a different colour. They make these in pastel colours as well as white. Usually they're white, they make them in pastel colours and other colours. Now the thing is, there's been several versions of these over the years. They all look pretty much the same, but the functionality on the handle and the controls has changed. And it is a thing that one type of hose doesn't fit the other. So you don't buy the new style hose off the new machines and fit it to an old one because the speed control won't work. So it's very, very important that you buy the correct hose. So this video is here. It is for you might be watching it on YouTube, but it's actually designed for our product listing to make absolutely certain that you buy the right one. Because these hoses, they're quite expensive. They're a special order item, which means if you order it from us, we'll put it on our next Sebo order, probably today or tomorrow. We'll get it in a couple of days, so you'll have it within a week. But as a special order item, it means you cannot return it. So you have to be absolutely certain that you want a hose in the first place, which means you need to have tested it with a multimeter ideally, or your local repair shop has told you to go and buy a hose or whatever. You've got to be certain that you want one, and you have to be certain that you buy the right one. And I'm going to show you the difference between the three to make sure you buy the right one, because there's a selection on the next to the buy button on the site here. There's a selection, you've got to choose which one you want, so you can't guess, you've got to know. So I'm going to show you which ones are which. Just before I show you the three different types of hoses, there's something else I need to show you. On the two earlier versions, there is this wire and these two plugs. This does not come with the new hose, it's a separate part. So good news for you if you only need this part or you've broken that wire, because you can buy that on its own. It slips off without too much difficulty, like that. So you swap the old one, when you get your new hose, you swap that over, and it's usually not too difficult, just like so. But you need to be aware that that does not come with the hose. So now I'm going to show you about the hoses. Okay, this is the early one. If you have an old E3, you have one that has a slider like this, like a little rheostat control, and it slides up and down and it says max, and it's got like a blue markings in. Make sure we can see that closely. So if you have that one, you want item 8312. Okay. Now the next one is some of the boost models, and the first boost they did, which is this one here. So all it has is it has a plus and a minus on a switch, and it says boost on it. And that one is part 8363. If yours is the same as that, make sure you buy that one. The most up-to-date one is this one. And this is off the version 2 machines, which came out in maybe 2024. And these are denoted by the fact that they have a little switch here, which turns the head on and off. So they have a little emblem there that says Boost 3 Sec in German. They have that switch, and they have the plus and the minus there. So if you have this type, you want part 8550. So that is the three different types that you get on these E3 Premium machines. And as I said, it is absolutely essential that you buy the right one, because although if you buy the wrong one, it will plug on the machine, but the speed control won't work correctly and you can't send them back. So make sure you buy the correct one. Thank you for watching, and you'll be able to make a selection on the listing as to the one that's for you.